And I think right now is when you struggle a little bit, like some of the guys are, there's a lot of, different thoughts creep through your mind and everything like that. And when I want our guys to be aggressive, be aggressive. And it's funny, I just showed our guys the Boston tape of the last game we played, and it was the Spencer Hawes highlight show. I mean, running the floor, sprinting the floor, around the basket, tipping balls in, catching, shooting, rolling out. I mean, Spencer's a guy that, he can't take 4 shots off the bench or score 4 points. I mean, and even if that, then he's got to be an assist guy, he's got to be a rebound guy. And, I'm not trying to put extra pressure on him, but we need him. We need him to play well. He's a big part of our team.
I'm curious, when you showed that, do you look to see what he looks like when he's seeing it?
You know what? I stopped it. I said, Spencer, look at you running the floor here. I mean, he was sprinting the floor, and what happened was he would take somebody with him. And now all of a sudden, one of our guards is coming in behind the play, making a play because he's run his guy. The shot would go up, and Lavoie would be up at the rim trying to tip balls. Dad would be up around the rim. Spencer would be up around the rim. Wouldn't be hanging out looking for the outside jump shot. And we keep telling our guys that, pot of gold is in that paint. It's in that paint and the activity. I was just talking to Ev a little bit afterwards. It's after practice today and stuff. We're still learning a lot about each other. And that's, we knew it was going to be that way. You throw in some injuries and you throw in some guys in and out. I mean, Spaggy's been out, now Jay Rich has been out. We haven't had Andrew. We've had some guys in and out of the lineups. So I think all of that leads to inconsistency. And one of the things we've always tried to do since I've been here is try to be a pretty consistent team.
Will you have Swaggy tomorrow?
I don't think so. He tried to practice today. He still wasn't getting that, wasn't pushing off on that toe.
Right.
It looked like he was hitting his heel. But we talked yesterday, and I think our starting lineup has to have a huge responsibility. They have to come out of the gate and play, so that we don't, as we start going to our bench, we haven't dug ourselves a hole and asking the bench to come in now as we're trying to find who we are and try to dig us out of it. The other night we're down 13,
right,
and we go to our bench, and all of a sudden it's 3 or 4 possessions. Now it's 20. And now I've got to try to run these guys back in. As I said yesterday, that's how we got in the hole in the first place.
I'm curious, because I'm sure you've thought of this. Would you ever make a move just so you would have more scoring power coming off your bench?
Would I? Yeah, I would. Could I? I don't know. I mean, it's like
you know what I mean.
Sure, I do. And I was setting up with our coaches today, and I remember during the playoffs the one year, and San Antonio had no bench. They had no bench. And you go back and look at the year they played the Denver Nuggets in the first round, because I did the games.
Actually,
and what did Pop do? He put Ginobili as a guy coming off the bench, so he could create a bench. Sometimes you have to create a bench. All right, but to do that now, how does that affect other guys? Now, what does it do to the other guys who may be starting now, who are coming off the bench? So there's a lot more that goes.
You have to have the right guy who's willing to understand.
Yeah, so I mean, we sit up every day and we brainstorm, we talk, create a bench, who plays well together. This guy play well as a starter, how would he play, all those things. But there's a lot of psychology that goes with that, and a lot of understanding, and are guys willing to say that that would be best for the team? Like I said, the one thing we had over the last 2 years is we had 2 incredible guys, Lou Williams and Thaddeus Young, who very easily could have been starters on our team, who were willing to be guys coming off the bench to give us a chance to win. And so I will be forever indebted to Lou for being like that, and Thad, because that takes a special guys to do that. And so I will always have an incredible spot in my heart for Lou Williams for being willing to do that. He was second, 6th man, and he made us a totally different team coming off the bench, and he was one of our 5 best players.